wrote this next song with my buddy, Shane Spalding. He lives up in Brooklyn, New York. And a bunch of Irish and Italians up there, you know, just like Florida. Eventually, he moved from New York to Florida. That's just the way it was written, I guess. The Old Testament. But me and Shane wrote this song. We were like, we want to write a Hall & Oates kind of sounding song. And it was a long time ago. And then fast forward a couple years after we wrote it, and I'm on a package show down in Nashville with John Oates. And I told Shane, I didn't realize Shane was like a bigger Oates fan than he was a Daryl Hall fan. You know, most people pick Daryl. He was kind of more the front and center guy and the main singer. And he's like, man, John Oates, if I was on American Idol, I'd want him as my coach. They get to pick a coach if they make it far enough. I was like, no shit. I dig that. I go, Shane, I'm going to play with him in a couple weeks. He said, man, they're playing at the Beacon Theater right before Christmas. Man, if you could get us backstage, that'd be amazing. And I was like, this is my goal now. You know, I got to befriend John Oates and get backstage at the Beacon Theater to see him and Daryl. And so I get up on stage, and it's like a broadcast show on the local radio station up there, or down, I guess up there. Yeah, we're in Florida, aren't we? And so I get on stage, and he's backstage. I hadn't met him yet. And I'm telling the story about this song and how this was based on trying to write a song like Hall & Oates, and he's back there grinning ear to ear. And when we're coming off stage, you know, he listens to the whole 3-song set, whatever we played, and then he's going to get interviewed, and we're passing by him, and he goes, hey, man, we got to write a song together. So I managed to get the backstage passes, write some music with John Oates, and he's just a hell of a guy. And now that bastard Daryl is suing him, I see in the New York Post, if y'all been following the news. But here's what blossomed a small little friendship with old John Oates. It's called Annie. Hey, Annie, don't you dare come home. Hey, Annie, don't you dare come home. You been out there running around, stabbing your folks with your thorny crown. You been out there doing you wrong. Annie, don't you dare come home, 'cause I'm so tired of waiting all night just to hear you tell me how you never do wrong and you never leave me. Hey, Annie, don't you dare come home. Hey, Annie, don't you dare come home. Well, you been out there spreading your lies and blinding them all with your pretty eyes. You been out there waving your guns. Annie, don't you dare come home, 'cause I'm so tired of waiting all night just to hear you tell me how you never do wrong and you never leave me. Hey, Annie, don't you dare come home. Oh. Yeah, Annie, don't you dare come home. Don't come home, 'cause I ain't ready to hear you sing old dancing song. No, don't come home, sing old dancing song. Oh no, no way. Well, you've been out there running around, stabbing your folks with your thorny crown. You've been out there waving your guns. Annie, don't you dare come home, 'cause I'm so tired of waiting all night just to hear you tell me how you never do wrong and you never leave me. Annie, Annie, don't you dare come home. Hey, Annie, Annie, don't you dare come home. Annie, Annie, don't you dare come home. Annie, Annie, don't you dare come home. Don't you dare come home. Annie, Annie, don't you dare.